Hi, I am coming on here to share a story of mine with the world. And I've been guided to do this for some time now. Just been feeling this feeling of go on YouTube, share your story, share your life, share what you know. And I have a feeling it's going to help the world, and I have a feeling it may help you. In many great ways to improve your life, improve the way you think, improve what you bring into your life. So where do I start? It's like, you have all these questions in your mind, like where do I start? How do I even post a video? What do I say? How much do I share? But I'm just going to be natural and I'm just going to share it. So here it goes. I have had a spiritual awakening. And this may sound woo-woo, out there, whatever, but try to keep an open mind. And who knows, you may learn something very valuable from this. So, going back about 5 or 6 years ago, I was in a tough spot in my life where I just felt kind of hopeless, exhausted, lost, not really knowing where I was going, what I was doing, never getting the results I wanted out of relationships, out of career, out of life, out of anything really. And I felt like I was giving so much and getting so little in return. With that being said, hitting my kind of low moment or low time, as you want to call it, I just kind of had this moment where I just got on my knees and had a big cry and asked God, please show me the way to a better life. Please help me change what is going on in my life. And I knew I needed to heal. I knew that I've been through a lot in my life and a childhood that was full of neglect and trauma and abuse and addiction and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I knew I had a lot of healing to do. So after that prayer, I was just guided even more so to embark on a healing journey. And that's exactly what I did. And I went from seeing counselors to reading all kinds of books and being guided towards content on YouTube, about healing and reprogramming and rewiring the way you think and how you need to heal past so many layers of trauma that's been built up over the years and how this is carried with you unconsciously and consciously through your life and how it affects your decisions and your way of thinking and your limiting beliefs. And I started to really tap into a lot of spirituality. I've always been a believer of God. I've always believed in God. I've never been one to go to church or read the Bible, but I've always believed there was something bigger and better and an all-powerful force. So I just started tapping into manifestation and law of attraction and healing, a lot of healing work. And I started to see results. And the more I saw results, the more I got into it, and the more I was called into it. And I just started to feel this shift within me, this shift of how I was thinking, how I was feeling, how I was walking in the world, my decisions, my spirit. And I started to eventually feel this shift of peace and happiness and hope and optimism. And I didn't feel the same sadness. I didn't feel the same void. I didn't feel the same loss that I felt. And I'm here to tell you that about 3 years ago is when I had my spiritual awakening, maybe even 2, I would say, because that's when I really felt the shift and the effect. And when my inside started to change within, the way I think, feel, act, everything, well, the truth of the matter is when you change within, the old saying, as within, so without, well, your whole world outside of you starts to change. And boy, did it ever change. And it's amazing, actually. Once you really tap into law of attraction and law of assumption and manifestation and how your thoughts create your reality and how you start to heal all these layers of all this negative limiting beliefs and programming, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So, during my spiritual awakening, 2 years ago, I met someone who I instantly knew was very significant to me. It was the energy I felt with him. It was the attraction I felt. It was instant recognition of, I think I know you. You look familiar. There's something about you. And then ever since then, everything just kind of skyrocketed on the spiritual awakening. I started to experience a lot of amazing things. You open your eyes up to a world you never even knew, to be honest. I started experiencing a lot of stuff. I started seeing his name. I started hearing his name, random people walking by. I started to see number sequences that I'd never noticed before in my life, like 222, 707, 7, 11, 11, 333. I started to feel more magnetic, more positive, like children and animals were coming up to me a lot, and I just started to attract a lot of positive attention. And the more I raised my vibration, and the more I started to heal, and the more I started to really go within and really start working on, the way I was feeling inside, the more it reflected in my outer world. So, like I said, I have so much to say, and I don't even really know where to start, and I'm just on here trying to share everything and get it going, and finally listen to this calling that's been calling me to come on here and share all this. So, at this stage, I am just coming to you like a child. Here's everything I've learned, and eventually get into it more and more and start sharing it with the world in hopes that it will help the world. But I will tell you this. Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts are very powerful, and they're more powerful than you even realize. And I've seen evidence of this in my life. I have brought abundance into my life. I have brought love into my life. I have brought peace into my life, joyful experiences, material things. It's limitless. So if you're really ready to tap into this journey and tap into the power that's within you that you've forgotten, and you're ready for a life that is beyond your wildest dreams and ready to change those negative thinking thoughts and those limited thinking and change it to, I can be and do and have anything. And I don't need to force. I don't need to struggle. I don't need to chase. My energy will attract everything to me that I desire because I'm worthy and I'm deserving, and this life is mine. And it's our birthright when we're born to be happy and to be abundant and to be loved. And when you really tap into your inner power, things really start to change. And I'm only in the early stages, to be honest with you, but I've seen enough evidence, I've experienced enough to know that this is real. This is very real and very exciting. And I want to come on here and share. So this is the beginning of my journey, sharing it on YouTube. And there will be more content to come about everything I've learned and what I've experienced. And I have a full journal and a full photo album of all these things that I've experienced and seen, and communication from the universe and feedback, and just so much is possible. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I don't even really know where to start. Hopefully this is a good start. And yeah, more to come. I'm excited to share, and I'm so excited to know that there's so much more ahead for me. And I'm excited that in sharing this content, it's going to help the world and help you. So thank you for taking the time to listen. And it'll be exciting for me to watch this video maybe a year, 2 years down the road to see how far I've come in my YouTube channel, to see how much I've progressed and how exciting this journey really is. It's amazing to come back home to yourself. It's amazing to know that we hold this power and this light and we're like a walking magnet, and how raising your vibration and thinking positive thoughts and believing positive things and visualizing and imagining how we can create the life of our dreams. It's amazing. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time to listen, and keep an open mind, and more to follow. For now, have a great day, and bye-bye.